Okay, so what a lovely part of Brunswick. I'm getting rained on by trees here. We've got this yellow fluff everywhere. Now, let's talk about the street to start off with. This is very close to a pretty dense part of Brunswick, about, I would say, 100 meters away, maybe less, where you've got a line of apartments and a lot of people living there, a lot of foot traffic, but it's right next to a train station as well. So in these areas, you have to accept that. So from that line of apartments towards the west, you've got pretty much houses like this, which folds into, it goes from Brunswick to Brunswick West. So this street itself, really nice kind of charming kind of street where you've got very similar types of property. Got your handful of 1980s homes here and there that kind of have knocked down old properties over the years and replaced it with something that was modern at the time, 40 years ago, I guess. But most of the houses have kept their old heritage kind of Victorian kind of look throughout. So most of these houses are single fronted Victorians, I would say. Got a couple of double fronted ones like this one here, I think. Sorry, they're townhouses. But look, overall, a really nice street. You get a lot of signs around here, so people kind of making political statements. Yes to, what is that? I don't even know what that is. But anyway, I saw ones to vote yes for something else and all sorts of stuff. But really nice street. The land is a little bit higher where the houses are than the street level, which is really important for in case of flooding. We've got rear lane access here for I guess under roof parking or garage parking. That's in a convenient location right in the back. And so basically you've got well-balanced houses that are all house when you kind of look at their frontage. They're not, large garages with a small front door and a little house, which is what you do get in this area. You've pretty much got a really nice kind of designer home. So as mentioned, the land is a little bit tighter on this one. It's 300 square meters, but they've done a lot with 300 square meters. I dare say this could be biggest kind of bang for your buck when it comes to land versus what they've put into this property. So let's talk about the property itself. So yes, it is raised. It is higher than a normal property. So I'm guessing once we walk in, we're going to see 3-meter ceilings. I flew the drone over the roof, and what I saw was a brand new roof. So you've got a new tin roof here, and then the extension parts of the property are all brand new as well, in excellent condition. I would say it looks brand new. So I don't know when this was renovated, but to me, I would say it's been done in the last year or a couple of years at least. The roof hasn't got any kind of decent water stains. Everything looks in tip-top kind of nick, or brand new condition, I should say. Gutters aren't painted, which is really strange. I like to see painted gutters. I think it gives them more life, but that's not a huge gutter. You can always do that. Some extra little features to give the house a little bit of character. They've added a nice little porch. They've got really nice windows, like multi kind of level kind of windows that open up from the top and sideways as well, and also a little porch covering as well or a shade covering over the front window. But it gives the house a charming kind of look. They've also put a really nice front door in as well. That's a raised front door. It's higher than normal than your kind of standard kind of front door that you get on a property. So it's a weatherboard home, and this house is on stumps. So they've done a little bit of landscaping here as well, which is really nice. Let's see if we can. I better not access it. Let's look at the side street before the agent comes. Okay, so this is the side street going into the property. The reason why I pointed this out is you've got ample space to hook in here. It's not a tight turn. You can get some real bad ones around here. So you do want to make sure that you can physically drive a car down the street into your garage, because nothing that devalues a house more than a property where you can't drive into a garage. Okay, this looks like it's it. So there's the side street. Okay, so they've got a brand new build at the back here. Nice little cutaway on the fence. This is important. If you ever want to try and cutaway, sorry, what I mean by cutaway is, you can see how there is an angle on the fence there. So you can hook into the garage. That's because someone has maybe hooked in a little bit too much. All right, so this is a cladding, which they usually just render. And you can see they've probably got the same thing on the second level as well. It's pretty common for houses like this, or new houses that they basically build, is just to kind of put the cladding all around. It's a pretty cheap alternative, but this is a nice one. It's got a nice little design to it, little line going through it, over like horizontally, and then you've got diagonal kind of lines going down it, which is really nice. Really good quality windows. You've got little privacy side panels there as well to, I guess, stop the neighbours from peering in. But yeah, really high stance to the property here as well. These are definitely 3-metre ceilings upstairs and downstairs, so you've got some pretty decent height just by looking at the building itself. Security cameras as well. Cool, thank you so much. All right. So quick zoom around on the floor plan. We've got some pretty high ceilings in here, and it's different levels as well. Okay, so let's measure that one out. So this is a 3.2 in the bedroom, which is already higher than a standard Victorian. And then in the living, 3.2 as well. That tricked me. It looked higher for some reason. But anyway, let's talk about the property. So we've got some fancy cornices, some really nice indented kind of plaster, which I haven't seen before. That's really something different. Cornices themselves are fantastic. They're really nice. Paint job's excellent. It says as new, window shutters. Let's just check the windows. Okay, double glazed. Okay, that's great. Good sized room. Upgraded light switches, they're nice and flat. So we've got high skirting boards as well. It's a little bit of an upgrade there. Real nice walk-in robe, very nice. Laminex kind of finish in here on these. And a double basin. It's a little bit narrow, but at least they have it. I think it's really important for future resale to have a double basin setup. Double showers, look at this, this is fancy. So 1.4 meters as well. Really nice color coding. So they've done a pink on a standard white porcelain tile. So this is a ceramic, that's a porcelain tile. You can tell by the difference in thickness that they've been laid. Look at this is really nice. Water temperature. Okay, so the cistern here is behind the toilet as well. Okay, nice opaque window there. Great looking light fittings, nice looking doors, just keeps going. Full of good things. Okay, so here's the original fireplace. Now, at the very top of it, there was an extra little hole that wasn't patched up at the top there, so I just wonder if that's a fault of some sort. We can maybe share my drone footage with the building and pest inspector to have a look if he doesn't get up there. Great size room, ample space on both sides of the bed. This is a fake bed, it's made just for show, so it makes the room look a little larger, but it's a good size room. I mean, you can see ample space in and around the fireplace as well for extra little bits of storage. You've also got the built-in robes, and these are actually proper built-in robes. You can see above the robes, it's connected to the ceiling with the cornice going around it. That's so rare in these types of houses where they do renovations and they don't finish that off properly. Okay, really nice little timber feature. Oh, that's a spider web off, that was cracked. Okay, cool. So open plan living, look at this. So you've got two living areas basically that are open to each other. Double glazed door here. Okay, so this is a bit of an issue. You've got to be careful about the size of the couch you put in here. But this really acts as a light well here. You've got windows to 3 kind of rooms here, so that's really good. I would have loved to have seen concrete bath here. There isn't, but there's also a downpipe. It looks like it's not No, it is connected, sorry. It is connected. It's just the light refracting off it. So we've got some built-in shelving here as well, which is really nice. And they've made the open space above the shelf as well. Okay, very nice. Cool staircase. This is a pretty kind of good fit out. You've got steel beams everywhere. Look at this. Okay, that's a very structurally strong staircase. And I love the open space this brings as well, where normally people would just plaster that across and it's just this ugly storage space where you know it's dark, whereas this kind of lets light in from everywhere it can and opens up the space without having an ugly wall there. So good privacy. You haven't got anyone peering into your house. Almost have, but yeah, it still works really well. Great size meals area, great size kitchen, fantastic living room. Look at this. It's hard to say anything negative when a house is brushed up this nicely. Now, they've got a little bit of a gap above those cabinets. I believe that's for effect. I mean, that's like a nice little shadow that creates up there. And you've got a really nice splashback here. Is it a marble or? I think it's a plastic, but they make it look like a marble. So it just comes in on a pretty light kind of sheet. I'm seeing this pop up everywhere these days and it's really cool. I don't know how they did this actually, but yeah. We've got a stone top here with some nice, oops, sorry, my camera's spun around. Some nice storage options here. These curtains are fantastic. These are kind of been cut away from the ceilings and they've made a little space so you can kind of see that you don't see the connection or the rail. It's like a hidden ceiling. Really nice light fittings as well, and you've got your heating and cooling tucked into the bulkhead here that's been built out to store the air conditioner and keep it nice away from everyone. So I'm still recovering from the cold, so I've got losing my voice. Okay, so we've got a beautiful stone top where you've got a nice waterfall going down the side. It's a pretty decent upgrade, and they've also upgraded the thickness of the waterfall and the table to twice the thickness of a normal bench. And you've got a fantastic positioning of the stove here, induction stove. I'm guessing something here that pops out and it acts like a range hood. I'm guessing because I've seen little contraptions here. I just don't know if that is this. Anyway, I'll ask the agent actually. Laminex, look at that, Laminex doors. That just shows you that you can get away with some really cheap kind of finishes when you've got such a nice place. Yeah, this is done really nicely. It's not 100% level here. You can see 3 different kind of corners here, but that's okay. Oh, I wasn't expecting a fridge. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, Miele dishwasher, beautiful looking dishwasher. That's quite an expensive one. Turn this on. So reasonable water pressure, double oven, matching with the dishwasher. Sense brands, 600mm dishwashers. Okay, double glazed windows. Floor to ceiling windows, something that's normally reserved for apartments, high-end apartments, and you've got this in a house. It's really good. Okay. So yeah, really sizable room, really nice room. Okay, we'll just pop in here quickly. So bathroom, normal toilet, all standard stuff in there, and space for a pretty narrow dishwasher. Washing machine. No room for a dryer. That's really strange. They've built this here. You'd think they would have just had a sink alone and let whoever buys a $2 million plus house have their choice of washing machine and dryer. But anyway, it's good that you can close this off. Okay, automatic light in there as well. All right, so fantastic doors. Look at these doors. These are floor to ceiling doors. Let's just test the. Okay, that's really good. It's got nice rollers on it. A little pet door as well. Okay, so we've got timber cladding on the outside. Really decent size hot water unit. It's a terrible brand, sorry. I've had that brand at my own house and it didn't last very long. So this is the extension and where they've joined it. Looks nice to me. Okay, so no concrete path around here. I'd highly advise to get one. You know, you don't want to leave this crushed rock. Now this is interesting. You've got a little like a bungalow that's attached to the house, but you can access it from the outside. Now I'm just kind of looking at the floors. A little bit wobbly here. Not floors, skirting board. Sorry. Right, so garage, single car garage, but it's an ample space, width. So you've definitely got enough room there. 3.48 for a single car. Big ceiling heights, LED lights. You've got automatic door, and I think this will give you rear lane access. All right, blind side of the property access. Wow, that's huge. Look at that unit. That's massive. Okay. Okay. Alarm in here as well. Okay, so that's for the garden. It's small, neat, low maintenance, which is good. Yeah, the only thing I criticise around here is just that lack of pathway. So there would be some considerable steelwork here to have this hanging over like this. So this is a pretty high-end build in my opinion. Yeah. Okay, let's go upstairs. I didn't even mention the floors. So you've got continuous floors from the front door to the back door. It's fantastic. I really like that look. I think they are a floating floor.
Engineered.
They are engineered? Thanks.
Engineered European oak.
Ah, are they floating or are they actually? No.
So this will be on a yellow tongue.
Okay.
And the back's on a slab.
Oh, okay, okay.
This original part of the house.
Yep.
Up until this area there, extension out.
Oh, okay. I just thought I felt moved a bit. I want to ask you about that stove. Does that pop out somehow, like with?
So what it does, you turn it on.
Yeah.
And all of the hot air gets sucked back in.
Into this vent?
Yeah,
Is that the vent?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I've seen something like this before, but wasn't sure.
Got to be aware how to work this.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to. I believe you.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, it sucks it all back in.
All right. Cool. Let's just. Oh, it's on. Let's get it on camera while we got it. Oh, very good.
Yeah. So it's on the life and getting stuck in the big drill, pulls it back in.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, cool.
And it's not gas, right? So it's only really a hot plate.
Yeah. Okay, almost done. I'll just do upstairs and I'm out of here. Okay, nice timber staircase as well. And we've got lower ceilings up here. Split system aircon. And the bathroom and living room and bedroom kind of move with the movement of the roof that you see, or the slant of the roof. So you can see here you've got a ceiling height of 2.8 meters, which is very good. That kind of drops back to what's going on? 2.1. Okay. So we get pretty warm up here. Great looking bathroom. Look at this. I don't like frameless showers, but this one's really nice. You could put some supports across here if you really wanted to stop that wobble. Floor to ceiling tiles, acrylic bath. Bathtub's good for kids, I think. Okay, good sized living room, nice little one. You struggle to put a TV up here because you've got the kind of robe or cabinet here, storage linen. Little study nook as well. These are not fixed in these cupboards. These doors, they are. They're screwed in, so they stay at the property. And coming to the back bedroom. This is the master. Okay, smaller shower. Ceiling heights are kind of like 2.55 in here, 2.6. So you've got a privacy window in here, as you'd be looking right into a neighbour's backyard, I'm guessing. Almost. Okay, really nice place. Now the reason why they don't go too high with these second levels is sometimes you're just not allowed to. Look at that, nice little view of the city there. That's very nice. Nice little touch. Okay, good skylight as well. Okay, I'm all done. Thank you for that.